Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of my new show, the Vicente new show, or Vicentes with the S at the end. Anyways, this is the first time I'm doing something like this, where I'm telling news in this kind of format. So if I do anything awkward or like embarrassing, just bear with me, just barrel right through it. Today we're going to be talking about the latest story to come out of the White House, Spygate.
They had people infiltrating our campaign. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Hashtag Spygate. This is the brand that President Trump gave his newest theory about how the Justice Department is trying to conspire against him for winning the election. It all basically started when President Trump quoted this article that was written by this guy, Andrew McCarthy. He quoted it in a tweet saying that word is coming out that the FBI spied on his campaign. The report that Trump is quoting is actually an opinion piece written by Andrew McCarthy about some testimony made by this guy, Glenn Simpson. So, Glenn Simpson gave testimony to the Senate Judiciary Committee last August. Simpson is basically the owner of this opposition research firm called Fusion GPS. Now, bear with me, guys, because we're going to go down a deep-ass rabbit hole with this one. So the firm Fusion GPS was initially hired by the conservative news outlet called the Washington Free Beacon. And what were they hired to do? They were basically hired to dig up dirt on a bunch of Republican candidates before the election. Of course, including Trump, because he was one of the biggest ones. But as soon as it became evident that Trump was going to become the Republican nominee, the Washington Free Beacon just went ahead and dropped their funding, just like okay, we can't be caught doing this shit. But the Democratic National Committee actually retained the Fusion GPS services to continue digging up dirt on Trump. And it was around this time that they hired Christopher Steele that actually made the Steele dossier, the very infamous Steele dossier. The dossier that included the allegations that Donald Trump made prostitutes piss all over a bed. Back to this guy, Glenn Simpson. In August 2017, he told the Senate that the FBI confirmed some of the stuff that was in the Steele dossier because he was told that the FBI had a human informant from within the Trump organization that was giving them the same information. So, Spygate confirmed, right? Nope, not yet. Apparently, a source close to Fusion GPS told NBC reporter Ken Delanian that Simpson could have actually been talking about President Trump's former foreign policy advisor, George Papadopoulos. The story behind this goes that back in 2016, when Australian politician named Alexander Downer had a couple drinks with George, and things started to get really hot and heavy. Alexander said that George was talking all kinds of mad shit about Russia. Like, all kinds of mad shit. Including his own knowledge that Russia actually had dirt on Hillary Clinton. This event was eventually relayed back to the FBI by Alexander. This means that George Papadopoulos could have been that human source from within the Trump organization that Simpson was talking about, instead of an implanted spy like what President Trump is assuming. Fast forward to May 8th, 2018, when the Washington Post first reports, senior FBI and national intelligence officials relayed an urgent message back to the White House. Information being sought by the House Intelligence Committee Chairman David Nunes could endanger a top-secret intelligence source. Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. A top-secret intelligence source? Is this the same source that Simpson was talking about in his testimony? Maybe. Whatever the case may be, President Trump initially sided with the FBI to keep the informant's information completely confidential. At the beginning, Trump was on the FBI side on this. He was saying, like, yeah, I think we should keep this guy a secret. Like, ain't no problem. But then again, it's not really clear if President Trump actually knew that this informant was providing information to the special counsel Robert Mueller. The next day, though, the FBI ended up briefing Nunes, or agreeing to brief Nunes, on this confidential source. And boy, did this send shockwaves through conservative media. I mean, fuck. Rush Limbaugh was talking about it. Kimberly Strassel went on Fox News to analyze it. And, of course, Andrew McCarthy. The accumulation of all these events led to President Trump changing his initial position from siding with the FBI to accusing them of implanting a spy in his campaign for political purposes. That was a really huge shift. In any case, it eventually came out that the confidential informant was this dude named. So what did actually do for the FBI? Was he really implanted like inside the Trump organization, like right inside, like? It turns out gave the FBI info about conversations he had with former Trump advisor Carter Page, and of course, our guy, George Papadopoulos. So he wasn't really a spy planted in the campaign. He was actually an informant that relayed to the FBI conversations that he had with members of the Trump organization. So he wasn't actually like in there. He was more a guy that was talking to people from the outside. Well, there's Spygate Explained for you, and everything I cited in this video is going to be down in the comments below. If you want to learn more about the stories, and like the story is still developing, so there's still stuff coming out about it like right now. So I'm going to link some articles down there if you want to keep up with the story. So, of course, this is my first video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, if you think it's shit, tell me why. I'd love to hear it. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video if there is one.